Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on your location where you are watching me from at this moment. My topic, which I want to discuss with us this afternoon, because I'm here in Nigeria, by Nigeria time is afternoon, says Marital Mistakes, Part 1. You see, there are so many mistakes. Those of us in marriage and intending couples often make. But today we shall be centering our message or our discussion on Marital Mistake Part 1. It will be all about those who are in marriage already. You see, our topic shall be taken from, that's our text, from Genesis chapter 16. The Bible declared how Sarah, having discovered after her marriage for a time that she couldn't have a child, she couldn't mother a child for her husband. Then this woman decided to persuade her husband Abraham, as at the time, who later became Abraham, to marry or to go into, let's use the word go into, in other words, to sleep with her maid, Hagar, in order to have children of her own. The thought of this poor woman was that by her husband sleeping with Hagar, Hagar will be able to bear her a son or a children who would take after her father or who would become much like her own children, like Sarah's children. But little did she know that she was about to set up a fire that will definitely consume her. Hear me. Hear me. Wherever you may be now, hear me. Whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, as a couple in marriage, you have to desist from this particular marital mistake. You have to understand, I'm speaking to women especially, that encouraging your husband to marry whosoever, be it your sister, be it your friend, be it a total stranger, be it your nephew or whatever, anything, your cousin, whatever you may call it, you have to understand that it is a fatal mistake. You shouldn't be the one engineering your husband to go after anything. You see, when a woman is not, a woman that is so much of a friend to you, a woman that could even be a twins to you, so lovely, so matching, so wonderful, a sister. But the moment you bring her to your husband and allow your husband to sleep with this same woman, your maid or whatever, you are indirectly giving that same woman the same opportunity, the same equal opportunity that you share with your husband. And by so doing, this woman gains ground over you. Especially if after the making of love, she discovered that she is pregnant. She can come back to bite you. In fact, 99% of this wrong move often end up in disaster. Therefore, I advise every one of you out there who have not made this mistake to learn from Sarah's mistake. Sarah thought that she was doing the right thing. But the Bible declared as soon as the wife, the Hagar, the maid, discovered that she was with a child in her womb, her attitude changed. She immediately became a torment. She began to despise her mistress. She began to despise her madam. She began to behave anyhow towards this woman. Thereby, the same woman who was meant to catch peace, to catch joy from her dealings, became sorrowful. Therefore, my first advice today, as we televise this, is be careful of the choices you make. These mistakes are often made because we want to help. Sometimes it is made out of good intentions. But I want you to know that good intention does not mean best intention. Good intention does not often equals best decision. You may have a good intention, but the outcome may be disaster. So you must differentiate best decision from good decision. It is a good decision to ask a husband to go after anything. It is a good decision to ask a wife to go after anything because you want to salvage your marriage. But it is not the best decision. The best decision is to wait unto the Lord. The best decision, if worse comes to worse, is to go for an adoption. You can decide that on your own. That, okay, honey, why not let's try this other one while we are still waiting on the Lord? Let's try an adoption. Let's see whether, maybe in the process of adopting this baby, whether the Lord will show us mercy. Maybe in the process of time, because time changes everything. Time changes everything. Unfortunately, most of the time, we do not wait for time. The Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes that there is time for everything. If you cannot conceive today, that does not mean you can never conceive. If you are suffering miscarriages today, that does not mean there will never be a time when you will be healed of it. It could be for any reasons at all. It could be due to medical reasons. It could be due to spiritual reasons. And all these things has remedies. All these things, they all have remedies. Now, whatever the reasons might be, hear me, daughter of Zion, hear me, son of grace. You must understand that in order to salvage your marriage, in order to salvage your relationship with your wife and keep your family at peace, you must desist this pressure of going after whatever thing. It doesn't even please the Lord. Most unfortunately, it is even much like bringing the third party into your marriage. And whenever third parties are brought into marriage, it is often disaster. So today, having heard my voice, I want you to carefully, if you have made this mistake already, carefully, please don't go after it in a very disastrous way. From what we discovered today from the life of Sarah, we discovered that she left the woman she should even go after and began to fight her husband. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. You knew how you started it. Carefully and prayerfully ask God for wisdom. He will grant you the perfect wisdom to go about it. God bless you. God bless you, my dear daughter. God bless you, my dear son. God bless you, fast, wherever you may be. God bless you. But please, be careful. Be careful. God bless you.